Hello, 101.5 FM.
E-levy, Ken, one very sensitive issue, and I think, apart from our political biases, at every point in time, we'll deal with the issue of e-levy. What can say there? I said not here. No, woman say it is not an easy thing, and a comfortable thing for anybody to say any panunkotia tax, and not even in Ghana, across the globe. In 2018, my boss Napo co US that time UN program be no the Medinachi. Na free Virginia, New Yorker. Most of the time, for some of us, your friends we drive. Now, if I tell you the number of toll booths, now, get too closer to New Yorker, once the amount of money I would it is increasing. Sometimes about 2,000 meters away from New York, when you see a toll booth, go to about $40. $40, you know the bar Ghana Sikamo, that's about 200 Ghana cedis. These are the kind of money Yajeji or the United States of America. Now, much me and Sikano at your boomino. And you're uncomfortable to pay because we free Ghana on what's the cedis. What's the cedis? You know, they are called dollar. So what it means is that over 5 polling stations more averagely, which is $40, 200 times 5, 1,000 Ghana cedis.
Over tolling booths more.
Absolutely. And yet easy. And yet comfortable for anybody to pay, for citizens and people who have even traveled. And the media menka say e-levy, and I've always been making this point that I will even support anybody who talks about a review of the e-levy. Say, oh, ABI ESO 1.75, and you bet me at so about 1.5 and now 1%. I agree with all those concerns. But as to the principle, say, is it a viable thing and is it a very good thing? Say, say my baby or my baby biano, ubetia tax, ubetia toll. Sad you know ye. Share e-levy is in 1.75% on mobile money transactions, bank transactions. Who's the NDC for ne Urajo Mahama a bunch so. Now the inconsistencies with commentaries are making a hard dream because at one breath, untimin can't me say your koji loan a doors dodo and we are borrowing so much, the threshold you bro so and the budget deficit now and your koji loan wa enye. Now when we also want to decide on how I bet me raising revenue domestically so can and also yasam. And so what do we have to do as a nation because we need to govern? At which point an opposition party, stakeholders of government, who say, we need to govern a nation and governing a nation, who hears the canal there. NPP Abayanka say, Bosnia knew in 2016, and I know say NPP, NDC 4, and other stakeholders have been misinterpreting government. Say, you buy and I see everybody say, Bosnia and all that. No, nobody says Bosnia. But as to the usage of Bosniano, and then Diana can once. And say MPP Abaya Yadrin say, Bosniano, your boardroom Pensobi, and because of the impact of COVID across the globe, and then Uko USA, food prices, and I say inflation rate, let me put it generally, record of about 7.5%. Record 7.5% in Judah. Where is it coming from? It is because of the impact of COVID. And so Ghana, if we have been impacted so much with impact of COVID, we have to make sure we rejuvenate the economy. Rejuvenating the economy is where in 2014 thereabout, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama can say economy and for that matter also Senchi. What happened to the Senchi document? The idea was that let's find a way to have a homegrown policy. In 2004, It is the same ideology that we are doing today. You cannot approbate and reprobate at the same time. Won't me say 2014, but because I know now and you want us to go to IMF so that IMF will say what? IMF loan of about 1 billion Ghana cedis, $1 billion. For example, $1 billion, even if say IMF betting about 3 years Yama Ghana baya, you bet me the conditionalities that will come with it. Because no more rent free, say maybe a few IMF conditionalities and my public sector workers. We were not recruiting any more public sector workers. What it means is that for a period of about 3-4 years, because of IMF conditionalities, near police for, near soldier for, near immigration officers. But from 2017, ABC 2021, Ken, go and check the number of police service personnel Abanwe Afa. Go and check the number of immigration officers Abanwe Afa. Go and check the number of military officers Abanwe Afa. Just because we don't have IMF conditionalities. Because we got 1 billion. Now IMF culture say even your free SHS no award you. What is going to happen? In our constitution, we have always maintained that education should be progressive. And your bump and persona drew at the level of free senior high school education. And maybe a tremono. Ken, now we have about 100,000 of our young men and young women now. But because we have a responsible government, through a political decision that we are making. Because of what IMF, IMF bit my culture zone, is now in a crampon, it is not sustainable. And so you cannot do it. The impact that will be coming with it. At the time, 2014, from 1970, teacher trainees. Teacher trainees allowances were cancelled because of IMF conditionalities. Nursing training allowances was cancelled because of the difficulties that were coming with the economy. At the time, na ye dumso ye womu Ken, hello from her. You can remember the amount of diesel and petrol to be able to power your station and send a station today you don't find all these things because we don't have IMF conditionalities. Homegrown policies have allowed us to be able to make sure that we have reliable and sustainable generation of power. Now, baby, if you are baby drew hey, NDC 4% say yensan ko yechibio. We are not going back, and that is why Abino from the Ministry of Finance has been very committed and very consistent with the fact that there is a certain importance with the e-levy discussion because ebia Ghana phone nyanti asebi nti hu be hia si ebeka ama Ghana phone na ate the essence of the e-levy no ase.
Hello, 101.5 FM.